Hello again, hello again. Guess what? Guess what, everyone? It's live. I'm just trying to find myself. There it is, so I can see your comments because my phone was not showing it earlier. Shh. We've kept it a secret long enough. It is time to pull away the secret flyer, though I'm sure many of you have seen all of the amazing inspiration posts. It's now my turn to reveal, and it is live on our site, which is the www.papercraftersworkshop.ca. I think a lot of you know our site. If you're new to this group, check out my video from earlier today. We are a small independent store just north of Toronto in Canada, but we do ship all the way across North America. And while I know you probably have a home store or somewhere else that you like to buy your Lawn Fawn, if you are ever in need, we would love to have a small portion of your Lawn Fawn budget. All right, so you've had some crafting tonight. We've had lots of fun. Now comes the thing you've been waiting for. So I'm going to start by showing you fall. And there are some great products for both your fall and your Halloween crafting. We've got bats, we've got mice, we've got apples, and more. So these are just some cute little samples that we were either provided by Lawn Fawn or created in some of our trade show classes. So this is a variation on one of the ones that we did in class, and we had lots and lots of fun with Jen and Kelly Marie and all of that good stuff. But you're seeing some really great products in here that are part of this release. And just hold on one second because I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
And of course I say that and it goes away. I'm just too excited. Even my nose is excited. So let's get in and show you the fall goodies. Jan saying already that she loves it all. We do too. So we're starting off here with, and I'm not going to get the names right, Absolutely Awesome. We know Lawn Fawn loves their puns, and this is no different. We've got more little mice, more little critters, lots of great apples to color, but what really makes this set is all of the little extras. The little apples, the apple slices, the little steam coming out of the pie, the apple cider, the candied apple, the apple juice, or maybe that's the glass for the cider, the barrel of apples. And as you can see, you can either cluster them on top of a giant word, or you can make a scene out of these guys. And what Darlene and I found is that adding that little hint of that white gel pen really brings these little apples to life. So if you don't already have a Jelly Roll white pen, you're going to want one of those in your stash. So that's absolutely awesome. And then there is an apple border. Lots of great things that you just attach to those stems, extra leaves to color them up. There is a new barrel. So yes, you could do apples with the fruit basket from I think it was two releases ago. That came with the strawberries, and then we used it with the lemons. But now we have a new apple barrel for our fruit, and it comes with two apples here. Looks like one is slightly larger than the other. It's got a big bow, it's got extra leaves, it's got all kinds of fun stuff. So you can really take your apple scene building to the max. There's kind of a sample of what it looks like. And I've got one here as well. So there's the barrel where they've just done it. It's got all that beautiful Lawn Fawn stitching that we all know and love. And it just looks absolutely fantastic when it's all stacked up. For reveal wheel fans, we have an apple reveal wheel. And you know what? This little apple is great even to use on its own. It's got the little seeds. It's got all the little layers. And then we've got the stencil to go with it. Continuing on with fall, a giant word, happy fall. You could use that with You autumn know from last year, you can use it with these apple guys, or maybe you just create something with your tiny friends to use this giant sentiment with. We have some giant messages, giant thank you messages. So this is kind of lumped in with fall because of Thanksgiving, but it can be used all year round. And like we were talking about with the cards that we were making, it's all on how you color it that will really alter what season it seems to fit with. I see people who are getting sleepy, and guess what, guys? I hear you, and it's totally worth the wait. There's lots more good stuff to come. This one has a nice thanks a bunch at the bottom as well. We have this great little tree border, and I can't read the name because I think it just says, oh, simple stitched tree border. It makes a great little tree line. You can either do them bare for winter, and I mean, this would have looked really cute on Darlene's card if you had some trees in behind their little snowflake catching. And we also have the leaf bunches that will add on to it. Another thing you may have seen in some of the Inspiration Week stuff is there are lots of sunflowers out there. This one is a Magic Iris add-on, so it is designed to go around the Magic Iris opening, just like so. But you absolutely could use it on its own, and there have been some really amazing pieces of card making that they've used this on its own with the platform pop-up, which was the interactive die from the last release. And don't worry, there is a new interactive die coming. It's a little bit later here in the release, but you are definitely going to want to see that as well. On to pumpkins. So we move from apples, which is September-ish, to pumpkins, which is October. And here's an adorable little wagon that uses the pumpkins in it, just like this. It's one of those paper piecing dies. Now, there's no reason why you couldn't take this wagon and fill it with apples or fill it with mice. There's all different ways that you can use this wagon for your card making. All right, now we are going to transition from fall into Halloween. So this is a Simply Celebrate Fall set. Love this one. I really love the Simply Celebrate ones because you can get a lot done really, really quickly. And again, you could bring out some of your old stamp sets that have lots of little faces in it and make all kinds of faces for your, borders here. Let me just grab a sip of water. One sec. Not to increase the anticipation, but hold on. Okay. So there is a coordinating die for this as well. Sorry, got a little piece of ice there as well. So we got our fall. Moving into Halloween, we have a great little sentiment set. This is called Simply Fall Sentiments. So again, fall, Halloween, this would go fantastic with the card that I showed you to really add some messages to your cards. And the Halloween set that you guys have been waiting for, this is Fangtastic Friends with a Fangtastic Friends add-on. So lots and lots of bats. And when we were talking about that peekaboo card, even though these guys maybe aren't exactly the same, I think you could put them back to back and make them work really well in that opening, and just gives you more bat friends to play with. Never ever would you ever imagine that I would say that that's a cute spider. Spiders are my nemesis, but man, he is a cute little spider. And so just to show you some cards that were made with these guys, really, really simple. Got your little branch, and the coloring in those monochromatic tones really help to set the scenes. Here we've got a card that was made by Lawn Fawn. Again, there's our little purple spider. Have a fantastic day. And yes, that is a hint of a new paper to come later on in this video. All right. Now, when Darlene was talking about her spinner card, one of the things that jumped to many of our minds was using the bats on that spinner. And someone said, well, hey, what about a moon in the middle? This moon already has the craters all kind of embossed. It's got a die cut bat as well and some little twinkles, simply called Full Moon. It's got the great stitched edge and everything else. Look how cute that is, just using that die set. Super awesome. But maybe you aren't into dies, but you still want that moon look. There is this amazing stencil here. This is probably a better place to show you. This is called Nighttime Sky. So it has an opening. It's kind of a layered stencil, but all on one stencil. So we've got our circle here that you can build your moon. And this is what I used on this card here. And then you build in the craters with darker colors. Now, I will call out to you that the die does not match the stencil. So they do not necessarily work together, but they are similar in theme. And then this one has some great little stars and clouds to go with it. What is Halloween without a jack-o'-lantern? These are some cute little add-ons for your tiny gift box, or use them just on their own on a card, or make a pop-up with them. Lots of fun things you can do with this. And I love, oh, I was going to say this is a little box within a box, but no, it's not. This is the stem for the top of his hat, like so. So that is Tiny Gift Box Jack-o'-lantern. We've got Trick or Treat for another giant word. And I'm going to finish off with birch trees. So this is a layered stencil. You do get 2 stencils in the set. Birch trees are hot right now, guys. There are several companies that are coming out with birch tree stencils, and they're all a little bit different. And what I really like about this one is it's kind of got both the positive and the negative, so that when you layer it over, and I don't think I have a very good example, but I'm sure the Lawn Fawn team will be showing you, you can get some really nice dark shading on those marks, and it really looks cool and lifelike. So this is a great, if you like layered stenciling, then this birch tree stencil is for you. All right, so that checks the box on fall and Halloween. I'm going to put it behind me. My box went for a walk, but that's okay. I'm going to segue a little bit. Let's take a breath. We've been very excited. I'm going to show you some stuff that maybe you haven't seen in the inspiration stuff, or maybe you have. Who doesn't love that Yeti eating a snow cone? Is he not the coolest little critter you've ever seen? Definitely going to have one of these for my personal collection. And there is yet another pouch. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. It's about 5 by 7. So it's a perfect little pencil case, or I like to use my little pouches for things like my earphones or my power cords. Keep those things nice and handy. These little pouches are so super durable. And right in line with what Darlene was showing us in class number 1, Lawn Fawn has a new embossing powder called Unicorn Sparkle. And that is truly what this is. So this is an embossing powder that you would need an embossing ink to attach it. It's not a glitter. You do want to heat set it. And there's this guy. So, oh, it looks like this label got a little squished, but that's okay. Sorry, I'll bring it down in focus here. This is the Lawn Fawn embossing pen. You've seen it before, but it has a new and improved tip and a new and improved formulation on that ink that is inside of it. And I did play with this in our classes, and I will tell you, I was pretty impressed. I wasn't a big fan of the previous one. This one, they really have it nice and juicy, and it holds the embossing powder really, really well. So if you have not tried it, then you might want to add that to your stash this time, especially for doing like the frost on the hillside, like Darlene was showing. Let me see, do I have one here? Here we go. So on this little guy here, I drew on my own hillsides. I actually used a paste for the snow in the background. But here on the snow blocks too, it really has a really nice subtle sparkle with a little bit of a white powder with it to really make it look like snow. All right, and before I move on, I'm gonna just do this is a quick one. There is the new rose gold metallic cardstock. It does have a really nice kind of pinky cast, and I'm sure the lighting, and yeah, you get to see my camera there. Hi there. Hi there. But it is really beautiful, and there is now a textured brown variegated set. So you've got darker browns into your lighter browns, perfect for all those trees and apple picking and all that kind of stuff. So those are new from Lawn Fawn as well. Okay, I know you're ready. I know you want to see snowmen and mice having snowball fights and reindeer in holiday sweaters, and of course yet another snowman. So let us get into the winter stuff. Ellen says she forgot the paper. Better go back and get it. Karen was asking, I thought there was a Yeti pin already. I'm not sure. I just know that this is a new one with the little snow cone. So hey, maybe he's got a friend now. All right, so let's dig into cuteness. This is an adorable little Snow One Like You tiny mini set. Great if you just want to do some really quick coloring. He's coming towards you with a great little sentiment and coordinating die. This one is so super cute. This is that snowball fight, literally what it's called, a snowball fight. And you've got the mice doing all kinds of things. Here he's kind of packing up his snowball. He's making it from the side. He's ducking, and they're throwing. So again, Darlene could have used these on her little spinner card. Can you imagine the snowballs going around and round and round? Totally right in the realm with all the mice critters. And we have a mouse snowman. So he is super cute as well. Next up is a stamp set called Frosties. Now, if you are a long time Lawn Fawn fan, you will know that this is one of the out-of-the-vault stamp sets that they've had from long ago. In fact, if you look at the number is LF328. That means it was probably year 2, year 3 when this stamp set was brought out. However, new this time is a die set. The other thing you might recognize is this is the set that Darlene was using to make her snowflakes. Right there. So if you really liked what Darlene was doing, then maybe this is the set you want to get. Now, if you are a crop and create delivered card making person, then you already have this. They came in that kit. It was a great part of that amazing event. So you can use your money for other things. But if you did not take that event and you want some really awesome snowflakes and a fun little sentiment, then the Frosties are for you. Now, next up is probably one of my favorites. Build a snowman. And I showed you a couple of samples already. Where did my other one go? Here he is. He's hiding. So many options with this guy. He's got a top hat, he's got a scarf, he's got a bow tie, he's got a cardinal friend, he's got earmuffs, he's got closed eyes and open eyes. Hey, you could do this as a front and back on one of those peekaboo cards. He's got mittens, arms, and so much more. And just look. So here, here's that just one layer of that birch tree stencil in the background. Then we've got our little friend, and it's actually on a sparkle paper. And here we've got our pixie stardust for the snow. Little Frosties here. And then this guy too. I use that fluffy stuff on his mittens and on their little hats. So lots and lots of options for that particular set. I think one of these is definitely going to have to stay in my personal collection. All right. Next up is a cover plate die. And someone mentioned that this was inspired by a stamp set, I think. But look at these great snowflakes, even if you just use the snowflakes on their own. This one is called Simply Snow Flurries Backdrop. And one thing I will remind you that with backdrop dies, sometimes they can be difficult to cut. So my best advice is for you to put it through your die machine on a slight angle so you get a little bit more pressure coming across. And also I have found much more luck with cutting it with the cutting up into the paper instead of pushing down. I'm not sure why that is. I think having a more solid foundation for that die helps it to cut better and press up into the paper. My recommendation is to just grab some scrap and try it out and see what works best for you. Let me grab some more water. All right, we talked about ugly sweaters. Look at those sweaters. And you know what? They don't just fit on these little critters here. They fit on lots of different critters as well. But you've got these great little set and tons of little sentiments to go into that speech bubble. Do I have a sample with this guy? I actually don't. They didn't give us any samples for him. So that means we're going to have to make some because they are way too stinking cute. And then there is the Say What Holiday Critters. Now my understanding is that this set used to be an incentive set that has now come into the mainstream release. So some of you may already have this, but now it has the dies to coordinate. And again, some great little sentiments to go with it if you don't already have them. Okay, those of you who know me well know that I am a huge pineapple fan. It is one of my favorite fruits. Hawaii is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. So Beachy Christmas is definitely a keeper for my stash. There is a gift wrapped pineapple. Need I say more? Santa in Hawaii in a Hawaiian shirt. Sandcastle. Lots of great little sentiments for that. So stinking cute. And you know what? If you're here in Canada, the cold winters, well, and I guess even parts of the US as well. Winters are cold. Winters are snowy. And you know what? For a couple of days that works well, but I like the sun. So therefore, this one is definitely a keeper for me. And to go with it, there is a fabulous standalone die. And what I absolutely love about this is all the little touches, the little ornaments, and this little string of lights is actually designed to wrap all the way around that tree so that you can see it goes behind. It doesn't just sit on top. It was completely designed to mirror that palm tree trunk. Lots and lots of fun there. All right, we have seen lots of giant sentiments. We've had, I think probably a year's worth of giant sentiments. Well, Lawn Fawn has kicked it up about 10 notches to come up with these. These are called, I think they're called outline, because of course that one fell down, giant outlined dies. So we have Merry and Bright, and we have Oh What Fun. And Oh What Fun is absolutely right. You've got your outline that you can put your background in. You've got your center that you can put an alternate color in, or just leave it blank. Lots and lots of fun. Oh, there's a little guy with the sweater. So cute. So cute. I think these giant outline dies are going to be super popular, and it really just, it makes, we were talking earlier about simple card making. You can't get much simpler than this. You've got one cover plate, an inset, and a critter, and you are done. So really cute and really easy. Now, Lawn Fawn has not had a Happy Hanukkah sentiment before. Now we've got it, and we can use the candles. I think there is a small Hanukkah stamp set that exists, or you can bring in some of your critters as well and use it to decorate a Hanukkah sentiment. All right, we're getting there, guys. This one is called Deck the Car. This was one of their most popular little mini sets that they have turned into one of those paper piecing dies. You've got your tree, you've got your little punch buggy car, you've got your gift to go on top of it, and how cute is that? We talked about interactive earlier. So the platform pop-up was a resounding hit with the last release. Myself and 2 other stores out west, Crafty Keepers and Scrap Addicts, we did a little class on it. Well, now there are 2 new add-ons to go with your pop-up hills or your pop-up platform. This is a little wraparound, and what it does is you would cut 2, but it actually gives you some height around your platform base so that you can create a few more scenes. And this one here is just extra hills, extra layers that you can build into your platform pop-up. Now, I did mention, actually, you know what, I'm gonna skip that one for a second. I'm gonna finish off here with the Snow Flurries background. This is a combination of little stars and little circles that really makes a great snowy backdrop for your scenes. And that is what I used here on this card. I used it with paste, but you could use it in ink. So say there's a little star and there's some little dots, different sizes. It just creates some great texture on your cards. You could use it on layouts too. You don't have to just use it for cards, but there's lots and lots of options for that stencil. Okay, we talked about interactive. Here is the brand new interactive. It is called the Peekaboo Pop-Up. So when the card is laying flat, it lies like this, and then whoop, peekaboo, there's that little guy throwing a snowball. So it's a great, really simple little interactive mechanism that you can put together with just a few pieces. See, there's the little doohickey in the inside. And hey, they've hidden some extra critters over here as well to really complete the scene on the card. So that is the platform pop-up. I think it'll be really easy to put together. I know they will come out with a great little video, and they've got some options here for that little arm to give you different ways that you can pop up your character. Okay, earlier in the evening, I asked you about hot foiling. Well, I don't know if this is a well-kept secret or not, but with this release, we have 3 hot foil plates from Lawn Fawn. So again, this is another one, and maybe this is the one that Kate was referring to. This is a hot foil plate based on a cover plate die from a few years back. We've got sentiments. So this one is, oh joy. I should have read these before. I'm not sure what this one says. Be merry, fa la la, Noel, let it snow, and be jolly. So these are great sentiments, and then we've got some great little snowflakes. If you're not familiar with hot foiling, these work with either the Glimmer machine from Spellbinders or the Go Press and Foil from Kuchar Creations, along with your manual die cutting machine, and it uses heat and pressure to transfer foil to your paper. Don't nearly have enough time to show you guys that tonight, but we will make sure that we post some videos that we have done in the past. And if you are new to foiling, then we can absolutely do some more demos on this stuff. It is very addictive and absolutely stunning. So lots of great options here if you just want, something small to start with, or if you want to grow into some of these bigger guys. If you have a rubber mat for your die cutting machine as well, I know with the Big Shot, it's called the Emboss and Transfer Set. You can actually use these to emboss your paper as well. You don't actually need foil, so it will create a really gorgeous embossed pattern into your paper. So lots and lots of options. Lots and lots of options. Okay, what else can I show you? I'm going to give you one little break, and then I've got the paper to show you, and we are good to call it a night. So I mentioned our pop-up palooza class that I did with Crafty Keepers and Scrap Addicts. Well, we've got another one coming, and this is called the Pivot Palooza. So we are each going to design 2 cards using the Pivot Pop, which is a longtime favorite of Lawn Fawn. And we are going to teach you different ways to use this die. Now, the die is not included. You'll get all your papers pre-cut. But if you're interested in joining us, that is on October 30th. And like I said, each one of us stores is going to teach 2 cards, and we're going to have lots of fun. And if you are a Jen Shirkus fan, She's got some new classes coming as well. And we are the Canadian provider for the kits. So if you want to purchase the items and just participate on your own, go nuts. Have lots of fun cutting and stamping and playing with all the critters. But if you just want to maybe dabble a little bit, we provide kits with all of the critters stamped and die cut and all of your backgrounds ready to go. You do have to register with Jen first for the classes and then come to us to purchase the kits. But these are now live on the site as well. There's an autumn class and a Christmas class, October 8th and October 29th. We can share some more information about that later in the week, but I wanted to call out that these are all now live on our site. All right, and we are going to end our day, end our party with 2 new paper lines. Now I'm going to show you the 6x6. I'm going to show you the individual pieces. We have it all. We have collections, we have 6x6, we have individuals. So go snap up whatever it is that calls your name. There's the Nitpicky Winter with all kinds of great knitted patterns and sweater patterns. And then there is the Starry Skies. Now these are all foil. They all have that gorgeous gold foil on it. And I'm going to crack open my 12 by 12 so that you can see all the things. Okay, I'm actually going to start with the Nitpicky first. So here we have Warm Beanie. And that is the knitted pattern is on the back side of all of these in these colors. So Warm Beanie is kind of like a corally pink. We've got Lost Mitten, which is that beautiful baby pink with the little heart pattern. We have Itchy Sweater. I don't think anything can be itchy when it comes from Lawn Fawn, but that is a beautiful minty green. And the knit. We have Cozy Scarf in the teal. And we end with, oh no, there's 2 more. We've got Favorite Socks in the blue and Baby Blanket. This is kind of like an oatmeal color. It might look a little bit more gray on the camera, but it has got a very warm gray look to it, and it is really, really pretty. And there we go. And then Starry Skies, like I said, it's all foil. Look at that beautiful foil constellation. And Tara, I don't know if you're still on, but this absolutely answers your question. It's not just the navy blue. It's totally stunning, but all of these colors are great. So we've got Twinkling Aqua. On the back is not foiled, but you've got your cute little stars or snowflakes, whichever you want to call them. We've got Twinkling Blue, which is a nice baby blue. And all of the foil is gold on all of these, so there is no difference in the color of the foil. We have Twinkling Cream, Twinkling White, Twinkling Gray, and Twinkling Navy. So there you have it, folks. You have now seen all of the things in the fall and winter 2020 holiday release from Lawn Fawn. I wish you happy shopping. I thank you very much for joining us for our PJ party tonight. It has absolutely been lots of fun. You have made the night go by in just a snap, and we look forward to seeing you more. We got ideas and things to work on to keep you guys crafting with Lawn Fawn and sharing our love for Lawn Fawn. And I hope you find some amazing goodies to put in your cart and take home with you. Signing off. It's now early morning. I'm going to go catch some shut-eye, and then we'll be picking your orders tomorrow and getting them out to you as fast as we can. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and take good care. Be safe.